Hello, everyone. Let's make a list. What color do I use? Try orange. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you, honey. Hi, Rainbow. Sure can. Ah, that's a nice color. I'm not always very fond of orange, but this is a good orange. I was about to write now playing. It's still kind of bright outside, and people are still running around in their little vroom vroom vehicles. Yes, nice. I'm actually kind of a little bit tired. Oh my goodness, you guys. I know everybody has their stories and things that are happening. So I am not going to whine or complain. But I did sit through a 3-hour board meeting today. Am I allowed to complain about that? No, it was very good. And guess what? I am now the vice president of the Houston Leadercrons. It's very strange to think about that. I'm the vice president. You're now looking at Madam Vice President of something. Okay, great. Thank you. And so our little committee, thank you, is trying to figure out a way to keep the club going. Anybody who wants to donate to the Houston Leadercrons, we could, that'd be wonderful. Just for no other reason because you just feel like it. But I understand. Unless you're sort of into it somehow. It's not like something you would want to do. But anyway. Yeah, we've got a lot of ideas anyway, so it's not one of those things. I think that it's gonna be fine, actually. I think it's gonna turn out great. So, how are you guys doing? So I'll just keep talking about myself. I had some visitors. My cousin Anya and my uncle Jerry stayed with us for a few days. And it was because my goddaughter Bella graduated. And after she graduated, we all ran off to see my niece graduate. And so she had a little bit of a celebration, but not a whole celebration. And she had limited tickets to go see the graduation. So this party that they had for her on Sunday was kind of a way to invite more people that didn't get to go to the graduation to celebrate. So it was a really cool little shindig at one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. Hey, Amira, thank you. And yeah, and a lot of festivities over these few days. If you want to see some of the things I did, you may not see a whole lot in Instagram, just a few things, a few highlights on Instagram. A little bit more on Facebook these days because I just realized Facebook is nicer about bigger files and bigger pictures. So I've been doing a little bit, but I also, yeah, and I posted a big video on Facebook instead of one of those Instagram videos don't go past a minute and a half. So this was a lot longer. And I decided to post it instead of make it a link, I think, or maybe I did make it a link. I think I did, actually. I think I made it a link. Anyway, anybody who's interested in seeing it, I can send you the private link. And so we went to Meow Wolf, which was really interesting, and also to my daughter's derby game. So it's pretty busy weekend, and then after all of that, I had a 3-hour board meeting, so I'm a little bit tired, but I got my coffee and my Sharpie, not my Sharpie, my dry erase marker, and I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna write down Amira. Alrighty. So I feeling lovey-dovey. Anybody want a love story today? I pulled out my decks like the Enchanted Romance, Hey Tepu, and I got the Enchanted Kiss, and I have the Romantic Fairy, and I have the Love Tarot, which can kind of be harsh sometimes. It just depends on the circumstances. And I have my Lenormand too here. So a bunch of my decks. And I don't know why, but the Healing Fairies have been so accurate, and they're just like, it's just like a real easy deck to feel into. And for some giggles, I got the Affirmators tonight. I think sometimes we just need some laughs. So, you know, a little lighthearted giggling. Not such a bad idea. All right. So the first person up will be Cheryl. Pumpkin's here. Maybe she got the memo that it's going to be romantic night. Pumpkin, are we going to get cuddly and kissy? Says hi, Pumpkin. Come here. Come here. You want to come sit with me? Pumpkin had some chicken tonight, so she should be my friend. Right? Are we friends because I gave you treats? Come here, Pumpkin. Come here. You want to come here? I think it works better if I just ignore her. Happy Tuesday night. Happy Tuesday. Happy June. How's everybody's weather doing? We've been really blessed, and please, hopefully it stays warm and sunny tomorrow because I really need to go to the beach. I'm way overdue, and I'm thinking tomorrow's the day. I'm gonna shut the world out and go to the beach tomorrow. So pray that the weather stays nice for the beach. Oh, I might even wear. Probably not. I do have a bikini, but I don't know about it. I'll probably just wear maybe a two pieces is as far as I can go when it gets to those kinds of things. Maybe I should just go buy something new. It's been a little while since I bought a new bathing suit. I think the last one was in 2022. I bought one with cherries all over it. It's pretty cute, but it shows all my thighs. All right, Cheryl, any love messages from Spirit? I still have no special in mind. Okay. Pumpkin's inching her way over here. Love messages. The love boat still will be making it. What is it? The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure. It's time for a new romance from Spirit. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. The Love Boat. Is it entourage? Soon we'll be making its entourage. I never got that word right. What are they saying right there? Alderon? Entourage? Emballage? Gangarage? All right. Before we begin, I'm going to say a little prayer. You know what? I think I'm going to do candle tonight. I need to redo my fingernails. What I really need is a manicure and a pedicure. Both. We'll see. We'll see if that's going to be something I accomplish or not. Set a course for adventure. Your mind on a new romance. All right. It's not lighting. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, everyone. This is my protection prayer. I ask Spirit, angels, guardians, and guides for a beautiful ray of light to enter at the top of my head. And then, as I breathe in, my lungs expand, and as I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle and I step into it and I feel protected and connected. And I ask that messages come only from the highest source. Bring clarity, goodness, and solutions for the sparkles of light. All right. I think the person that gets that first reading with this blessing has a special emphasis on theirs. Well, first of all, I'm going to give you something to laugh at, Cheryl. Let's see what the affirmators say. Affirmators. Love and relationship affirmators. Ready? Let's see. Pumpkins at the other table. Ooh, you got two. Ooh, nice. Here you go, Cheryl. You got sensuality and pleasure. So the sensuality says, embracing sensuality doesn't necessarily mean you're a middle-aged swinger. It simply means you're savoring one of the coolest aspects of being alive, sensory input. It's time to get decadent and reward yourself with gifts of the senses or for the senses. You could drop a wad of cash on champagne and chocolate, or you could tune in and enjoy the incredible gifts around you. The taste of an orange, the sound of the forest, the texture of corduroy. I don't know your life. The point is, it's time to savor whatever your senses can grab hold of, even if that means you're being sensual. Gross. Be sensual with yourself, if you know what I mean. Spirit, that's a very suggestive Message from Spirit. Pleasure yourself, Cheryl. I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over the top abundance. Then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. All right. Very nice. Sensuality and pleasure. I love that. I love that. Makes me want to get one of those. You know what I'm going to do for you, Cheryl? I'm going to get one of your sexy cards. Where are the sexy cards? There they are. This is a deck that Cheryl sent to me. Amor et Psyche Oracle. They're beautiful, beautiful oracle cards. They're just a little suggestive, and I can't use them too much for like YouTube readings, but I can use them right here. Very nice. I like this one right here, Beyond Words. I'm going to go with that one. Well, maybe not. Well, I'm going to shuffle and see what comes out for you. Who's having a good rest? Is that me? Am I having a good rest? Okay. Woohoo! Oh, perfume, great. Enjoying sense of perfume. That's a very good sensual thing to do. And it's funny, I was clearing away some mail today, and out of these different magazines dropped a bunch of those like perfume sample things. My goodness, there's some good ones out there. I yeah, I love perfume. I mean, I love good smelling stuff. Perfume and cologne and soaps and candles, right? For there, oh, that's funny that you should say that, Amira. The one that I like is something having to do with beach. Let me show you. It's a little more Grecian, I guess. It's Dolce & Gabbana. Got it from Ulta. And it's this one called Light Blue. I'm going to smell it for you and see if you can smell it while I'm smelling it. Oh, gosh, that's good. Okay, and it's described as intriguing and enveloping. Light blue capri in love. Pour homme eau de parfum. Opens with spicy note of black pepper. Yeah, I can smell that pepper right away. But it's not overpowering. At its heart lies the vibrant and green soul of Capri, green fig, while patchouli lends a deep and magnetic elegance, encapsulating the Mediterranean island allure. That's to me like any scent that has kind of like patchouli or cedar or woods, like the last note is woods, is usually one I like a lot. So anyway, there you go, guys. Speaking of perfume and sensuality, right? Yeah, when you're feeling down. And there's, I mean, specifically special scents for aromatherapy, for healing. All right, let's see what sexy card wants to come out for you. Oh, wow. Look, full intimacy. That's that seems to be your theme so far. This, wow, pleasure, intimacy. Okay. And I think their spirit is alluding to something. All right. Now I'm very curious. Well, how much intimacy is this? I want to know. I want the romantic fairies to tell me what's going on here. What's coming up next for your love life? What's going on here? This is incredible. Okay, what's coming up next for your love? Oh, an honest communication with someone. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. Let's see, anything else? This is your perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious way, and you're always falling in love with this person. Like, even when you think you're not in love anymore, you're in love again, all over again. And it's feels like the first time, feeling like this is the one. Like, you can't help that feeling. I just can't fight this feeling anymore. I don't know what I started fighting for. Something like that. Something about a ship onto the shore and throw away the oars forever. All right. So let's ask the enchanted romance. What is happening in your life? Where is all this love coming from? Oh, I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. Sorry. I need to stop singing. But you know, I think there's a sign in that song. It feels like somebody may have been trying to fight their feelings. And somebody's playing music outside. You know, one time when I was live and somebody drove by with a song that was very loud, I got docked. I wasn't monetized because for copyright. Isn't that funny? So that's why I decided to talk. Oh, look at that. You got the Three of Pentacles. Now, I know in other readings that what this meant for you, it meant that a collaboration with somebody who's just like you, like-minded. You're not only good together in a sensual romantic way, but you're good together in a business way too. Like, you know how to, like great minds. I mean, like he's saying, come together, but great minds think alike, and two, create a third thing. It's like making a baby, but it does, if you're beyond baby making age, of course, then it's not literally making a baby, but it's coming together to create something together. So, very nice. This is somebody that you've dreamt of a lot, or this could also represent visualizing, a daydream too. And, any spiritual, meditative type of work, even if it's been a long time ago, like what if you used to do, let's say, twin flame meditations or whatever. I feel like, even if you feel like like a lot of people have let go of the concept, maybe they just decide I'm not going to put labels on things. I'm just going to or maybe there's no such thing as twin flames, or maybe, I was with a faux flame or whatever. It doesn't matter. Any, labels and all of that doesn't matter, but the feeling never went away, right? The connection never went away. The thoughts about that time period never went away. And it feels like you're, right here, you're still kind of in this daydream about it. And you have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is all about feeling really like this absolution, atonement, a rebirth, a fresh start, divine guidance, forgiveness, and a new journey, like trying again. Judgment represents Scorpio too sometimes. And it's about the angel's love. It kind of gives me unconditional love vibes, no matter what, God loves us, no matter how much we do wrong or how we forget to do the right thing and how we repeat our mistakes. God is patient with us until and we keep trying to get it right. As long as we keep trying to get it right, and as long as we're trying to keep growing and bettering ourselves, maybe that's how we treat each other. Forgiving each other for being human, and just saying, well, as long as you're trying to do your best to be better, then isn't that all we can ask for? Because we don't know all the answers in the moment that things happen, right? We don't know all the circumstances and all people have been through in the moment that we do things and share things with each other. So anyway, so let's see, let's use the Lenormand to see if is there any way to validate it or reinforce this, clarify. All right, we have the whip. The whip can be interpreted lots of ways. I laid it right on top of honest communication. So some of the communication could be very like sharp banter, like it could be humorous, it could be playful, and it could be sexy. But the whip also represents sexy energy. The whip can also, like for you especially, Cheryl, represents the gym. And for others, it can represent sports or physical activity. And another meaning behind the whip is, spit like kinky sex. I don't know, like special sexy time. So yeah, well, let's see what else. We got the bear. So he's the big boss, the big burly guy, or the big boss, or the mama bear too, the protective energy. The bear, I mean, I feel endeared to the bear, so I don't have a negative feeling towards the bear, but some people might have a negative feeling toward the bear. The bear can be overbearing, but the bear comes from a place of protective caring. And so, I'm like rhyming with myself. Mr. Bear is a protective carer, so therefore he's sometimes overbearing, basically, is where you get that. And same can be true for the feminine as well. And I think this makes me feel like forgiveness, like people can be more forgiving if they put themselves in your shoes. In other words, if they like, you know what, I realize you're a very protective mother, and I respect that about you. And I see that everything that you do comes from a care for your son, and so that could be a significant pivotal energy here. And then you have, oh, I get goosebumps with the book. This is Spirit's reminder that the word must be written. So there's a book here, and it feels like a fairy tale because it's my Lenormand, which is all about fairy tales. So there could be, no matter how you write the word must be written. I know, right? Oh my God. This is not extremely love related, is it? But it can be if you have a fairy tale romance and it ends happily ever after. And then you can write the fairy tale. It's just like Bridgerton, Cheryl. Like Bridgerton. Such a good show. It ends happy. And we did not expect it. Like, I know it's a romance, and you usually expect romances to wind up in a good place, but do you get to there's some parts of the series where you're like, are these people ever gonna get together? Like, it seems like their pride is so in the way. But eventually the ice melts. Something breaks. Something changes. Something shifts. There's something there that wasn't there before. New and a bit alarming. A little bit like that. Let's see. Do we have a final outcome card? Ooh, sexy time. So because this is landing on the sexy section of here, I feel like the snake is not a bad woman or a bad person. This is the sensual side of you coming out and able to release your sensual energy with somebody that you feel very connected and intimate with. All right, so that is the beginning and the end of the story, sensuality. And your skin looks especially good, like there is a sensual vibe about you. The more you take care of yourself in a sensual way, like with bubble baths and like you said, good smelling scents and things like that, the more you get closer to that intimate connection with somebody else. That's a good thing. I'm going to remember that. So maybe tonight I'll take a bubble bath. I cleaned my whole house really thoroughly, and I really redid my bathroom that the cat was kind of overtaking, and I took it back from the cat and I cleaned it up real nice, and my bathtub's all fresh and pretty again, and so maybe I'll take a bath in there. Sounds like a good idea. I have Epsom salts and things like that. All right. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we'll see. But you also have the power to manifest it, so you don't have to just let go and let God. You can be like this picture. You can co-create with God. You can say, you know what? I like this. I think I'm going, with your permission, God, Spirit, I would like to create this. What say you? Let's work on this together. You're welcome. Rainbow, are you still driving? We're into summer solstice time. We passed summer solstice. I was thinking the orange is kind of bright, but it's very sunny, and that makes sense for this time of year. We're now into summer officially. Well, in the northern hemisphere. Those of you in the southern hemisphere, I thank you so much for your patience whenever I talk about the seasons, because I know it can be kind of annoying. So Rainbow says, okay, yes, I'm real curious how all this is working out for you. So I got a letter from the IRS and they made a decision. They want me to pay everything. And I don't agree with their decision. My husband doesn't want to keep fighting the case, but I do. I want to get a lawyer and he wants to consolidate everything and I'm not sure what to do. So the lawyer wants you to still pay for it, consolidate stuff and still pay for it, or consolidate and fight it. Lawyer, IRS. Hey, Divine Goddess. It's kind of funny. Last time we got together, it was on a Wednesday night, and I had a whole different crowd. So it's nice that I get to see you guys again. I'm trying to. There you go. I was thinking about you, Divine Goddess. I was watching one of my favorite readers or psychic people, and she was talking to somebody else, and I was like, you know what? I really want to do that just someday, like just have a typical podcast type experience with you. Just like pick a subject and we'll just talk about it. And then let people just chime in their opinions and ideas and stuff too in the comment section, and we can read the comments as we keep talking. It'd be fun. I think it'd be fun. Not necessarily do cards, but just like a chatting. So Rainbow says, I want to hire a lawyer and my husband doesn't want to. Okay. Thank you. Oh, well, welcome home. I'm asking my husband to look at our options before we make a decision. Okay. Let's see. Options and hubby. He's definitely he's sort of the boss of the finances, but I think you have a real valid reason to want to push back, and we'll see if you can convince your husband and if convincing him is worth your while, right? Let's try that. Oh, that's nice, Divine Goddess. I had a little bit of a surreal vibe too. It's nice, very nice. Okay, well, I'm going to use my deck anyway, and I can interpret it having to do with legal stuff. All right. So first I want to ask, I'm just going to get an overview. First I'm going to get an overview with the Lenormand. Let me see. Is there... Well, I think I'm going to get those out too. All right. Let's see. I just want to see what Spirit says without me even asking any question. What does Spirit want to tell you about this situation? We have the mice, the cross, we have the IRS, we have potential lawyer, we have options, and we have hubby. And $20,000 is a lot of money when it's your job's fault for messing up your W-2s. Yep. Yes. Okay, you have luck. You could, because luck came out when I was thinking this thought. I was thinking, you could pay the IRS but sue your job, but that would be kind of scary. The scythe and the lilies. All right. So the mice is, in this deck, can be helpers, but in general, the mice have to do with something gnawing at you. So I feel like you want to get something taken care of and you want to do it yourself. You know, you want to make sure that it's done, and because it's gnawing at you, like you can't, it's between the mice and the cross, it's like a burden. It's a large amount of money that, and it bothers you. Oh, this is your husband. This is your husband's feeling about the matter, okay? He's it's a lot of money, yes, but it bothers him to worry about it, and it would just, like, men often, I don't know, shouldn't say it's about him, it's a man thing, but some people will throw money at a problem instead of put creative effort into solutions. And you may be more of the let's find a creative solution, and he may be more of the let's just do the simplest thing possible and throw money at the problem. And um and so that's, I feel like that's his motivation, and I feel like that his idea is that your good luck is going to be cut down, that you're not going to have the luck that you're hoping for, that it's not going to turn out in the way that you're hoping for. That's what he's afraid of. He's afraid of a lot of effort, a lot of fighting, a lot of work, and then it's still going to come out with the same results. So I don't know if this is an actual just a fear or if this is an actual prediction. I feel like it's mostly his fear, but let me see if I can clarify that. Is this just his fear, or is this true? Like, will he actually... Let me get this lines going. Sorry, I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, I'll share mine. All right, so let's see. Tell us, fairies, if Rainbow did go through with fighting for the money, would she win? Would it be successful? or whatever message you have. Problem is going to be resolved. The problem is resolved. Okay. An issue that's been bothering you, the issue that's been bothering you is being healed behind the scenes. That's what the mice do. They heal something behind the scenes. And the cross is kind of like a healing. It's like your prayers being answered. The solution is creative and ingenious and is a joyous surprise for you. So don't give up hope just yet, Rainbow. Your husband may be digging in a little bit, but I think you may win out on this. And I feel like a lawyer or somebody's going to reach out to you and with a great idea. And that will probably convince your husband that, oh, we might not have to pay this after all, or this total amount or whatever. There is some negotiating room. There is some wiggle room. We don't have to do the whole 20,000. There's something that can be worked on. So I feel like, yeah, the good luck is in your favor, and the scythe only represents it's a matter of timing. You're on the cusp of experiencing welcome relief from a problem that is bothering you. The fairies want you to know that you have a reason to smile, as heaven is working on a solution that is so secretive and creative that you'll chuckle with delight at God's sense of humor. Basically, it's a win-win for everyone. You'll soon be receiving good news, such as the healing of a strained relationship, an unexpected financial resource, an unexpected financial resource, a happy addition to your home, a new career opportunity, or romantic proposal, but those don't necessarily apply. But don't strain to figure out how this solution will be achieved or in what form it will manifest. Instead, let yourself enjoy feelings of excitement and gratitude as you allow heaven to help you. So your affirmation is, I ask that all effects of mistakes and misunderstandings be undone, both in the past and present. Just like that mistake that your job made about the W-2s is going to be undone and it will be resolved. Let me see now with Kipper some more information. Okay. All right, let's see. Something having to do with the house, or something that I think in home, like it's kind of making me feel like an in-home resolution. Like when a company says we'll resolve in home or something like that. So you won't have to go too far. You may be able to resolve it within your own home or in sort of a location that's sort of like set up like a business, but it's a little more like in a house or a building that looks like a house, something like that. That's kind of a cozy energy and it feels safe and everything. So let's see what else. So maybe some kind of law office that is like this. It could be, I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily the lawyers that come up with the solution, but it, might be, but let's see. I'm seeing a lot about your job coming out. I saw the toil and labor card, which is another sign of your job. It could be that your job admits their mistake and somehow comes up with a solution, or that a lawyer on your behalf reaches out to them and say, hey, you created a false thing that made a ripple effect, a negative ripple effect on Rainbow here, and the fault lies with you. Somehow I'm just getting, because the job keeps popping up. Let me see. And your husband. That's a good one, though. You know what? The Lovers card makes me feel like you and your husband are going to be on the same page eventually. See? And the Toil and Labor card came out again. It has something to do with your job. The message that the solution somehow comes, something having to do with your job could be facing a lawsuit or imprisonment or something like that for their falsifying things, or their wrong dealings, their misdealings. So big picture, I don't think you're going to have to pay all that $20,000. That's for sure. There's a bigger solution here. Yeah, male, female, somebody's reaching out to you, or you're involved in this, but I feel like somehow you're going to stumble upon this the solution, and then your husband is definitely going to be behind your back once all of this materializes. For now, he's just a little bit impatient, and he just doesn't like how it feels, like it's lingering. He just wants to take care of it. But I know that he would be behind you if, yes, a positive change is coming your way. And there is going to be a path towards it that will make sense. It doesn't make quite a lot of sense yet, because I feel like the person or people or entity that's going to help you with this solution haven't shown up yet necessarily, or maybe they have. Maybe you know them, but they haven't. Yeah, so it could be this mature man that has the idea of what to do. They're coming through. Yes, adjudication. It is going to be settled. There is going to be some kind of court situation, and it's going to be settled in your favor, it looks like. But it may develop a little bit differently than what you expect. It may have something to do with your job will be somehow involved in this too. Maybe they have to testify, or maybe the fault will be found with them, somehow, some way. Or maybe it won't have to go that far. Maybe there'll just be some kind of settled case where you don't have to pay all of that. Maybe it's looked into further. The letter did say that if I don't agree with their decision, I can keep fighting my case. So my options are to keep fighting without a lawyer, consolidating, or hiring a lawyer. Should I contact my HR and explain to them what's going on? I know, isn't it so cool? The Kipper is like really talking to me tonight. Yeah, because I had the toil and labor, the imprisonment, the concern message come out. I didn't put them out because I feel like these all are kind of like related to your job, and these are all related to you, what you do. So, but then again, yeah, you might need, yeah, this is your letter of concern that came to you. And let me ask, Let me just ask the pendulum, should you reach out to your HR? Should Rainbow reach out to HR? Should she be part of this solution and reach out to HR? Or will, like, okay, I'm just going to ask that much. But, you know, we've got the main female, so we're going to see if you are part of this solution. And if you're not, then we'll find out who is, okay? Or what you need to do. But first of all, I'm just going to ask a yes or no question. Should Rainbow reach out to HR? Yes or no? It's a yes, maybe. Now it's saying no. Um, no. Okay, let me ask. Is is somebody going to reach out to Rainbow concerning this situation? Will somebody reach out to Rainbow? Yes. Is there a different department that Rainbow should talk to other than HR? Is there a different department? Should Rainbow reach out to a different department within her work? Should she make the first move and reach out to a different department? It's not, it's like maybe, but it's not certain. Like I think the pendulum's trying to get me to the answer here, but it's not necessarily something that you're going to be doing that leads to the solution is what I'm picking up. I feel like something else is going to happen. Just be open to the possibilities. Like I don't know how much time you have to make a decision, but all right, so you have your options are fight your case with a lawyer or without a lawyer or consolidate. Hey, Star Girl. I think I have room. Yeah. So, let me see. Okay, let's go to the tarot. Okay. I think that's what. So, fight, don't fight, reach out, wait. Those are the questions. The jurisdiction card makes me feel like yes, lawyer, but I didn't see the lawyer come out. You know, I see a mature man, but not a necessarily lawyer. Okay, you have the moon. So it's a little bit uncertain at this time. Like, I feel like spirit can't give you a complete definitive answer at, as yet. As yet. Let's see. Maybe more information will come within the next few days. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I feel like there's an important piece of paperwork or material is going to be brought to light. Maybe a W-2 or maybe something like some kind of physical evidence, some kind of important physical thing is going to come to light, and that could help the situation. The King of Pentacles is here. This could be like the mature man. It could be a lawyer type, or it could be husband, or anybody else that's helping you. But this is a money man, so somebody that's helping you with money. And Pentacles is also money, so helping the money situation. I just want to know if you got a fight. The Ace of Wands, like there's a lot, like the aces represent like new energy, beginnings. There's something, passion. The Fool is taking a chance and starting something new. So there's a new phase of this situation's about to start, and I feel like there's some physical evidence that's going to come out to help with I'm feeling a fight issue, like a go for it issue, and I'm feeling with a lawyer. And the Eight of Swords makes me think of like the prison again. And I don't know, I felt like the first time the prison card came out was that somebody belongs in prison for what they did, or that could be the threat that brings out the information, right? Like, but at the same time, the Eight of Swords could mean feeling restricted, like you're feeling afraid to make any moves or the wrong moves. Like, I'm really kind of feeling, let's see what this is related to then. Let me see. What is the Eight of Swords about? Okay, yeah. That's husband. He's not gonna be like immediately agreeing with you, or you may not be immediately agreeing with him. So I think you're gonna have to explain to him a little bit, but I think eventually he does decide to do it your way. Except he's saying, like, this is not going to be an easy journey. It's going to, take some effort. Are you ready for this effort? Because it's not going to be easy. Or he's worried about that part of it. This may be long and drawn out. Are you down for it? But I do see something like that. Those initial cards made it feel, the Lenormand made it feel like you have luck on your side. Like, it is possible that you could win this. I'm not seeing a definitive yes, no, though, because and what choice to take. But I do see, the mature people here helping you. Like that lawyer energy, but also that could be, these both could be. I don't see your husband as necessarily the mature man, the older man, though. I feel like this is some outside source that's helping you. And, it's a burden that somebody else could be taking off your shoulders, really. And you're seeing eye to eye. I mean, if it means that much to you, I feel like your husband may, listen to you. And he's like, okay. But don't say anything until this evidence come out. Because I feel like there's a divine timing situation where something important's about to happen that will give you a reason to fight. All right. Well, that's as best as I can do on that tonight. Oh. And I hope you have a little bit more time where you don't have to rush into anything just yet. I'm the one who has the evidence, and I did not send it the first time, but I will show the paperwork this time. Good. Yes. Good. You have the evidence, and that's important, Rainbow. I think that'll be the key. I think that's good. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, Divine Goddess. Sorry. Okay, I think we'll be closed after this. Okay. No love raining. Anything else will be great. Okay, light and fun. Gotcha. I will be right back. I'm gonna check on someone, my son, and I'll be right back. You okay? Are you okay? All right. He was just singing in the shower, singing in the tub at this time. Okay. So I know this is a love deck. But it's also the self-love deck, okay? So I'm gonna make it light and fun for you. All right, yes, and I need to tell Amira. Light and fun messages from Spirit. Okay. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to make you laugh. We've got tact and reliability. Oh, and another one. And curiosity. So tact says, I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china, and I might actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. Okay, whatever that means, I don't know. Reliability. I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. This applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seemed small and insignificant to a less reliable me. From now on, flaking off is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factories. And we have curiosity, meeting new people. I remember what a treasure trove of opinions, interests, and stories there are, but these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? So you might be meeting some interesting people. All right. And that leads me to wanting to check into one of my favorite tarots that makes me laugh is the Panda Tarot. So I'm going to go check on the Panda. I'm going to go look at it. Go find it. Where is my Panda Tarot? I love to laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Let's see. There he is. I like how everybody has their own choice on the menu. Tonight, Mira will be eating the light and fun deck. Alright, the way of the panda. This little guy makes me think of my kitty cat Po. He's Po Ping. My panda kitty. Like at the sun. Alright, let's make sure everything's turned the right direction. This one's so pretty too, the backing, the butterflies. And it's a beautiful green edge. I didn't do that. They came like that. It's such a pretty deck. Alrighty. Oh, that's right. You said get some rest. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to the beach. I saw it again in my head. The beach. All right. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Very nice. Very good. Let's get a couple more before I start giving you messages. Eight of Pentacles is always a good thing, though. I feel like your money circumstances might be improving, and maybe some kind of job prospect or some kind of skill that you are developing that's really good. All right, nice. Very sweet. Queen of Cups. All right, let's see. The Eight of Pentacles Panda says, keep calm and panda on. All right, the Eight of Pentacles Panda message is this. Once, twice, and thrice, the more I practice, the more I suffice. Every day I do the grind, and more skilled and efficiency I shall find. I'm always leveling up. What are you doing to catch up? So this is you paying attention to details and practicing making perfect and honoring your craft and just getting better and better every single day. And the Queen of Cups is your compassion and your kindness and your reaching out and your love. I love you. This is a panda message. The panda's saying, I love you forever and ever and ever I do. Let me hold you close to my heart. Know that it beats for you. Whatever it is that you have done, I forgive you. Whatever wounds that you carry, let them hurt you no more. You are the world to me, and you will always have a place in my heart. So it's like infinitely loving. It's always nurturing, forgiving, deeply psychic and intuitive. This is definitely unconditional love where You forgive somebody the moment they do something because it just is, it's like a mother's love, or a father's love. A child is naturally innocent and they're learning and growing and figuring things out. And if we all treated each other like that, like we're all still learning and growing and figuring things out and give each other the benefit of the doubt and love unconditionally, I think that that's how this works out. I think this is a good thing. So let's see what else. I kind of getting the energy that spirit is smiling down on you at the at all the good that you do, and all of the ways that you were kind to others and people are lucky to have you around them. So don't be so hard on yourself, because sometimes we're harder on ourselves than anybody else is. Ooh, you got a magician coming through. And the Two of Wands, nice. And the Seven of Pentacles, so more building your finances and stuff. So the Two of Wands is talking about so many possibilities and adventures to be had. Where should I go? The sparkling lake beyond the shadow bamboo forest, or the valley of willow dragons? Ah, they are both so fun and I want to undertake them all. So it's kind of like, spin the globe and point and pick a place you want to go to and then jet off. It looks like you're going to have the money to do that. So, and it's also brainstorming and considering possibilities and being excited for the future. Something good's about to happen. Or you're going to get a chance to travel, which is always nice. And then the magician is, the panda is saying, did you know that you can shoot sparkles out of your fingertips? uh, and make flowers blossom and grow? Did you know that you can do magic and that you are powerful and that you simply cannot fail unless you quit? Earth, water, wind, and fire, they are at your command. Now go blow something up. So it's all about creation and imagination and empowerment and kick-ass awesomeness. Just you being you and thinking of some great ideas and achieving some fun, exciting goals. The Seven of Pentacles is some more money coming through, and like the harvest, it's like the panda message here is, what's this new development? No worries, everything is still going according to plan. A few minor adjustments, still staying on course. This panda knows what he's fishing for, and his butt is made for sitting long. It has a lot to do with divine timing and patience. It's like, don't pluck the peach until it's ripe and juicy, because it's worth waiting for, that delicious, soft skin and the juices dribbling down your face as you bite into it, that's definitely worth it. So don't worry if it takes a little longer to get this just right. And it's about your strategy, evaluation, research, taking stock, redistribution of your resources too. And Amira says, oh, okay, you sent Cashapp. Thank you. You're a bull. Okay, nice. 4th of July, look out. I know, right? Nice. Yeah, it looks like that might be a good time. I'm gonna see what the fairies want to say to you too. Let's see. With the fairies of healing. Okay, if there's anything that you need to heal, the fairies will know what to point to. But also they like to give you good messages, just random sweet messages. Ooh, sexuality. Well, this is not love, it's just sex, okay? It's like what's love got to do with it? You know, it's just enjoying the sexuality, which is you. And you don't always need someone to enjoy your sexuality. You can enjoy it all by yourself. So your sexual self needs some attention. This card is urging you to be honest about your sexuality and your appropriate steps that you might want to take. Sexuality is an important part of life, not just to our physical self, but also to our emotional and spiritual selves. The fairy realm understands the unique joy that comes from sexual experiences. They know about the divine light that is created when you merge with a beloved partner. They understand the release that sexuality brings about. And this card is saying and guiding you to heal any sexual issues that may have arisen from negative experiences. So, find a way to help that, and also that chakra point. You can do some meditating to help the. Let's see, that's the sacral chakra, the number 5. And the fairies will guide you to the appropriate resources so that you can truly be free to experience the dynamic aspects of your sexuality. And then your affirmation is, my sexual self is attractive, healthy, and able to experience great pleasure. I'm down for that. Oh, you subscribe to a fairy magazine? Nice. Well, maybe the fairies have a little bit more to say to you. Let's see. I'm gonna get this one over here. I like the Fairy Temple Oracle. This is also has very good messages. So, one more message for you from the Fairy Temple Oracle. Ooh, how cute. Perception. Yearn, intuit, and sense. Everything has a spirit. Has a name. Very good, good. An energetic imprint and a natural intuition. You are one with all life, including the birds and the magical fae. Intentionally communicate with the magnificent fairy realms to enhance your imagination, insight, and spiritual connection. Nurture and cherish the environment, and the fairies will lovingly support and guide you on your life's journey. Know that your formidable fairy guides will assist you if you ask politely. Synchronicity is magical synergy in motion. Collaborate with the fairies and conjure up heaven on earth. Your innate sense of self and your intuition will lead your soul to a state of grace. Develop a strong sense of your authenticity and honor your unique essence, gifts, and divinity unconditionally. You are a vision of love, beautiful and perfect as you are. You are not alone. Your spirit guides love and supports you always. Universal love is always available to you. Tune into the vibration of unity and the nurturing Earth Mother to sense your belonging to all life. You may be longing for a higher mission or everlasting loving relationship. Genuine self love is a magnetic force that brings endless blessings to you. When looking for love, care for thyself first. The passion, love, and purpose that you desire will flutter in on fairy wings when you learn to love yourself. Embody the enchanting qualities that you want to invoke in your personal domain. And your affirmation is very simple. I am supported. Oh, very nice. And there you go. You're welcome so much. behind us. Hi, Divine Goddess. I'm sweating. Why? I've been sweating all day. I started sweating as soon as I got out of the shower. Isn't that silly? And then I blow dried my hair and I started sweating some more. And then I drank some coffee and I started sweating some more. And I'm sitting here sweating more. It's just, maybe that's good. Maybe my metabolism is working. I don't know. All right. It's a hot one. It is Texas. St. Texas, ain't no hold 'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. Park your Lexus and something, something else, and something else. And I can't slow dance with you. I miss my cousin Anya already. I like having her around. She's definitely a soul cousin. I'm so lucky my family is like, they're all soulmates. Like, all of them. Like my uncle, my cousin, my goddaughter, my sister, my children, my mother. They're all soulmates. Alrighty, let's see. Divine Goddess. Back fresh from her vacation with an amazing spiritual hike and experiences. Now I feel called to a whole different group of different decks for you. Let's see. Spirit messages for Divine Goddess. Do 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 do. I'm gonna bring that back out if we need them. Let's see. Do I need to go? I know. We'll start off with this one. This is the Seasons of the Witch, Litha, because we just had our summer solstice. So let's see what Spirit wants to say about this experience and moving forward. The summer solstice. And besides, look how pretty it is. And my brother is my soulmate. And my brother's wife is my soulmate. Ooh, look at that. You got horse. Horse says, unsure of how to break out of your cage, Spirit shares strength through acts of liberation. I guess Spirit's saying these little mini trips and things that you take, these hikes, these adventures, is your way of breaking free. Horses are meant to be, maybe that's what you're supposed to take with you from this experience. Like the sense of freedom that you get when you're traveling is to feel that freedom wherever you go, even doing mundane things or your daily grind. Like continue to embody the feeling of freedom. So horses are meant to be wild and free, which is why they are such powerful creatures that are capable of running for long distances and over different terrain. It's not uncommon to hear tales of having to break a horse when attempting to domesticate a wild one. How sad it must be for a horse to go from roaming endless landscapes to being confined to a small box inside a barn. If a horse remains bound for long enough, it may fail to see when the opportunity presents itself to run back into the wild. When the horse card gallops into your reading, it could be a sign that your spirit might have been broken and that you may need to, maybe this was a chance to find your your divination, your divine quality, your regality, your strength. And if you ever feel stuck or stagnant or bored again, then break out of your cage and find more passion and excitement. Dig deep and reconnect to your sense of freedom. Remove the shoulds and supposed to do's from your perspective and follow your heart and instincts. So the beauty about being free is that you can change your mind too. If you go one way and find that doesn't work, simply shift directions and try something else. Never apologize for not being caged. Wow. So implement what you learned about being free and wild on your adventure. um, Still do that. It's like you don't have to, it's not like suddenly you have to go into a box now. Like you can continue to live life in a free way, but just in a different way when you're not on vacation. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let's just use the Gilded Tarot. Or maybe you know what? I feel like something different for you. I know what I want to use for you. I think I'm going to use some Rebecca Campbell decks because I always see you with that energy, the starseed energy. You're so cosmic. Okay, let's go with the Starseed Oracle first.